Hello guys, welcome back to Lapaz. How are you all doing? Hope you are doing fine. So today I have another video for you guys where it will be a little different than the other videos that we have seen prior. Today I'm going to talk a little more about graphology. Graphology is basically analyzing your handwriting and then changing handwriting as per our needs and wants. Basically, handwriting analysis or graphology is determining your personality traits in different way, your self-confidence, your self-worthiness, how your success ratio is to be, how generous you are you a person who is very determined, or are you a clumsy person, are you good at saving money or not. So these are the different things that can be found out with the help of graphology. And signature is a very important part of our handwriting. So today I'm going to bring forward to you 5 different types of signatures that we need to avoid. And in addition, as a bonus, stick around because at the end I'm going to reveal to you different ways on how a signature should be. Interesting, right? So stick around till the end. So guys, signature is basically our own identity. Signature is an authorization that we give to the world. When we sign a check or when we sign an agreement, we are kind of agreeing to that particular thing, that particular agreement, or sending money. So that's kind of a validation that we are doing. So signature becomes very important. It's like our own brand value. Like the clothes we wear, it sets an impression. Signature also creates an impression to the outer world. Our signature defines our identity. It creates our brand image. It creates a brand value. So always treat signature as a very essential thing. How we write a signature is going to determine ourselves to the outer world. So think signature that way. Like when we say, we have to dress up well to create a good impact or a good impression. Like it's like your first image to the world out there. So treat signature also similar to that. It is your first brand image that you give to the world. They might not know you from the person you are, but the way you sign, they will immediately have a thought about you by just looking at your handwriting. So we can change ourselves, we can change our personality with our signature. Whatever things that we want to imbibe in our life, we can just change accordingly. So now I'm going to present to you 5 ways in which a signature should not be done, which is very important. These are the 5 basic things that we should avoid, and in case you want me to do a part 2, I will do another video for you, but these are the 5 basic things that we should avoid. So now the first one is your signature should not be small than your normal handwriting that you do. So for example, I will use my name in the entire session, and please be aware that this is just for showcase purpose. This is not my actual sign, so do not judge me based on that. So first thing is, it shouldn't be smaller. For example, this shouldn't be your signature. Your signature should reveal about yourself. So if your handwriting is so if this is your normal handwriting, see the size of your signature. It is similar or smaller than your normal handwriting, which depicts that you have a low self-esteem, you have a low self-confidence, you have fear of public speaking, you are a personality who feels insecure, you are a personality which has fear of talking to other people in public, you feel timid in front of other people. So these are the qualities that we don't want the other person to feel about us, or we ourselves do not want to feel that way. We always want to feel confident, we always want to feel happy, or we always want to feel secure. So small signature should be avoided. So keep that in mind. The second thing that we should keep in mind is your signature should not be all caps. it is important that your first letter of your signature should be capital, but not all the letters of your signature should be capital. Now what it impacts, like what does it say about you if you have all the letters capital? It says that you feel superior than others. You always feel that you are one level above and everybody is below you. So see, having confidence is one thing, but feeling of superiority is really not good, even if you work, if you have a business, or even if you work, or even say if you're a homemaker, team spirit is very, very essential and very, very important. So if you feel that you are superior than your teammates or your peers, it's not a very good thing. So it is going to impact you in a negative way, indirectly or directly. Also, people who have all the letters capital in their signature, they always try to hide their insecurities or the things that are not good about them by camouflaging something. So this also depicts that you have certain insecurities and you lack in something, but you will boast about yourself so much that you will want to feel superior because you are hiding something about you which you are not very, very proud of. So a signature with all caps is also a no. Now let's see to the third thing, what signature that you should avoid. So you should avoid signatures which have an understroke but again come back. For example, you make an understroke and then again come back, which means you lack confidence. You take much time to reach your goal. You take time to finish activities. You need constant reassurance, and your success graph will be, you will reach 70% of your goal and then again come back, something will happen and then again reach back to your goal. So you will always take double the time to do things for your own self, and you will constantly need that push and reassurance from others that you are good at it, go ahead. You will constantly need that support. So support is good, but here you do not trust yourself or you do not trust your abilities. You constantly need that push from other things. And secondly, it is going to slow down your process, which we don't want. We always want our growth to progress. We don't want a slow growth. Steady growth is okay, but slow growth we don't want. So avoid a signature of making a line and then again coming back. So this is the third type of signature that we need to avoid. The fourth thing that you need to avoid is striking your own signature. For example, I strike my name here. Now what these kind of people are very self-critics. They will constantly evaluate one own self and then always criticize own self. Like if anything bad happens in their life, they only feel that it is only because of their thing something bad happens in their life. They constantly criticize and think negative of themselves. They also think of constantly harming themselves also. So it might not be always, but as a study it has found that people who have suicidal tendencies or people who feel very, very low in their life kind of have this kind of signature. So they are kind of self-destructive or self-harming. So avoid this kind of signature. So if you're feeling low, or if you have even a hint of some people might just not have one, they might just have this much. So it's just a starting point somewhere. So try and amend your signature in a way that it is not crossing or it is not cutting any letter of your signature. That was that. And the last type of signature that you need to avoid is a scribbled signature. For example, here it's just a scribbling. I don't know what I have written. Sometimes it is a legible. Sometimes you might be able to read it. For example, if I do here, you are able to read my name, but it's still a scribbled signature. And here it's a scribbled signature, but you're not able to read my name. In both these cases, you know, it shows that the person is very careless and carefree. uh, this person will not take ownership of his or her mistake. This kind of person will always do things for namesake. For example, this person will not do anything 100%. This person will always do things superficially, and just for the sake of completion, this person is going to complete all his or her activities. And secondly, if this person does any mistakes, is never going to own up. The blame is always going to be on the other person. Also, it has been found that such kind of people tend to be late. They are not very punctual. So yeah, this was the 5th type of signature that you need to avoid. So these were just the 5 types. There are much more signature that should be avoided. But now the question comes, if these are the kind of signatures that we need to avoid, what is an ideal signature, right? If one thing that the video has 2 parts. The takeaway for the first part is, okay, I will avoid such kind of signature. But now tell me, what is an ideal signature that you need to do? So the first point is, the first letter of your signature has to be capital. That shows that you have confidence, you are determined, and also you are self-worthy. And it is very important and essential for everybody's growth to have such qualities. So your first letter has to be capital. Now the second quality of a signature or a good signature is, your signature should be at least 1 size or 2 size bigger than your handwriting. So if this is my handwriting, this is at least 1 size bigger, right? So it should be at least 1 size or 2 size bigger than your normal handwriting. The third important quality of a good signature, it should be 15 to 20 degree ascending, not more than 20 degrees. So it should be, see, it is ascending at least to 15 to 20 degrees, not more. Anything above 20 degree is not ideal. So the third thing is that. The fourth thing is, it should be legible. If you see here, my signature is not legible, or here also it's not very legible. So the importance of having a legible signature is, that people will trust you. Trust is very important, and transparent. You will be transparent as well as people will trust you. So having a legible, and these people will not lie. So having a legible signature is very essential and very important. The last thing is, your signature should have a good pressure. Now what I mean when I say pressure, so if you see here, the handwriting has pressure. Now I'll show you what it means not to have pressure. Can you see the ink difference? I have used the same pen and I'm sitting at the same angle, but can you see the difference of the color of the ink? Here there is very light pressure, and here it is a normal medium pressure. Now I will show you what is very high pressure. So now can you see the 3 difference? Light pressure, medium to normal pressure, and very high pressure. So there are pluses and minuses of having a very high pressure that we can see in some other video. But the one thing that you should avoid is low pressure. So you have to 100% avoid. So you can have the ideal is medium pressure, but people who have a high pressure signature is also okay. There are some minuses to it, but that we can see later on. But a low pressure in a signature has to be avoided. So the 5 ideal steps for a signature I'm repeating once again. Your first letter of the signature has to be capital. Second, your signature has to be bigger, 1 or 2 size than your normal handwriting. Third, your signature has to be legible enough to read. Fourth, your signature has to be up to 15 to 20 degree ascending. And the last one, your signature should have a good pressure. So I hope you guys understood how a signature should be and what are the things that you should avoid in a signature. I hope it was helpful. If you want me to make a part 2 of this video about signature analysis, or if you want to know more about graphology, please let me know in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you with more different ways in which handwriting can be useful in your day-to-day lives. Thank you so much, and my parting lines to you: be kind, be non-judgmental, and always love and care unconditionally. See you until my next video.